Hello, dear students! Today's lesson is a new chapter from our story, The Merchant of Venice. Let's remember what happened in the previous chapter. All of Antoni's ships had sunk in the sea, and their valuable cargoes had lain at the bottom of the sea. Shylock was still angry about his daughter. He paid people to look for her, but they could not find her. Shylock heard that Antonio had lost his ships, and he didn't have enough to pay back the money. Shylock decided to make Antonio pay the penalty. He would take 1 pound of his flesh. He would chew the heart. Now, let's start our new chapter, chapter 11, Bassanio visits Portia. Let's start with some new vocabulary, like delay. It's a verb. It means to make something happen later. Coward, and it's noun. That means a person who is afraid, not brave. Perfect. It's an adjective. That means nothing wrong. Symbol. It's a noun. That means something that has a special meaning. Mercy, and it's a noun. A feeling of kindness towards someone in a difficult situation. Now, hold your storybook and let's start with the main points. The first one, Bassanio loved Portia more than ever. He wanted to choose a box and marry her. However, Portia was now afraid that he would choose the wrong box. Then he would never be able to marry her. She tried to delay him from making his choice. "Stay with me a little longer before you choose," she said. "Why not stay for 2 months? I wish I could tell you which box to choose, but I cannot. If you choose the wrong box, you will have to leave immediately, and I will never see you again." "The world is tricked by appearances," Bassanio said. "People often hide ordinary things with beautiful gold, silver, and jewels. People always agree with those who speak well, even if they say foolish things. Many people who seem brave are really cowards. How often do we believe in leaders who turn out to be bad? I remember the story of Maids, the man who loved gold too much. He wanted everything to be gold. He wished that he could make everything gold just by touching it. When he could, it was a disaster. He could not eat his golden food, and he was afraid to touch his daughter. "No, I don't want these beautiful boxes of gold and silver. I would choose the lead box. With its ordinary color, it speaks more to me than all the gold and silver in the world. Please give me the key to the lead box. Let happiness be mine. Everything I am and everything I have is yours. Till now I was the ruler of this palace, master of my servants, and queen of myself. Now the palace, the servants, and I are all yours. I give them to you with this ring. Let it always be the symbol of our love." Graziano surprised Bassanio and Portia. He told them he was in love with Nerissa. Nerissa had agreed to marry him, but only if Bassanio chose the right box and married Portia. He was just as pleased as Bassanio that the lead box had a picture of Portia in it. This is the letter of Bassanio. This is the letter of Antonio to Bassanio. "Dear Bassanio, all my ships have sunk, and everybody wants their money. I don't have enough to pay them. Shylock is demanding his penalty, and he will take my heart. I am going to die, so I give you the money you borrowed. You don't need to pay me back. I would like to see you before I die, but I don't want to spoil your pleasure. Come if you can." After covering these main points of chapter 11, let's start with the questions. It's in your booklet, page 77-78. Let's start with the first question. Borch's love to Bassanio made her try to delay Bassanio from making his choice. Discuss. So the answer, if Bassanio chose the wrong box, he would have to leave immediately, and Portia wanted him to stay a little longer before choosing the box. The next question, which box did Bassanio choose, and why? He chose the lead box because it spoke more to him than all the gold and silver in the world. Why was Graziano as pleased as Bassanio that the lead box had a picture of Portia in it? Because Graziano was in love with Nerissa and she had agreed to marry him, but only if Bassanio chose the right box. After choosing the right box, he would marry her. The next question. What was written in Antonio's letter? Antonio said that all his ships had sunk and he didn't have enough to pay for Shylock. He also said that he would like to see Bassanio before he died. The next one. What did Salerio tell Bassanio about Shylock? He told Bassanio that Shylock would refuse to take any money from Antonio or from any of his friends, and he wanted a pound of Antonio's flesh. Let's move to the complete. The first one, Borgia hoped that Bassanio would be, enough to choose the, box. The next one, Borgia gave a what to Bassanio to be the what of their what. Number 3, Graziano asked, to allow him marry, at the same time Bassanio and Portia were, Number 4, Portia asked Bassanio to her before going to, with their, as husband and wife to save Antonio. Number 5, the only way to save Antonio was to ask, to show. Now, let's answer them. Borgia hoped that Bassanio would be brave enough to choose the right box. Borgia gave a ring to Bassanio to be the symbol of their love. Graziano asked Borgia and Bassanio to allow him marry Nerissa at the same time Bassanio and Portia were married. Borgia asked Bassanio to marry her before going to Venice with their money as husband and wife to save Antonio. The only way to save Antonio was to ask Shylock to show mercy. Let's move to the comment. If you lose this ring, or sell it, or give it away, it will mean that you no longer love me. So the first question, as usual, who said this to whom? Okay, so it's Portia to Bassanio. Why did she say this? Okay, because this ring was a symbol of their love. The last question, what was his reply? He said that he was too full of happiness, and the ring would no leave his finger till his death. Okay, this is the end of our chapter. Thank you all.